Hi there, my name is Kendrick and welcome to Travel and Live Free. In this video, I'm going to talk about the beginner's guide to the best Western hotel program in Canada, and that video is going to come up right now. In my honest opinion, the best Western hotel points program is the second best hotel program in Canada after Marriott Hotel. You could argue that Hilton Hotel could be the second best just because you can earn Hilton points if you transfer your American Express Select or membership reward points to Hilton hotels, although that's not a very good use of your points because those points are typically better if you send them over to Marriott. So from a pure hotel earning standpoint, this is the second best one after Marriott because the Best Western Hotel do have a lot of presence around the world, and there are a lot of cities all over the world that has no Marriott hotels. And as a Canadian, if you want to get a free hotel stay, then as a Canadian, your options are limited to how you can get a free hotel stay when you travel abroad. So the first thing we're going to cover is how to earn Best Western Hotel points. The single best way to earn Best Western Hotel points is to get the credit card with MBNA called the MBNA Best Western Mastercard. And with this card, you can get 20,000 Best Western points after your first purchase with the card. The card also has no annual fee for the first year, which makes this card a very easy card to get just because there's no financial risk in your part since there's no annual fee for the first year. As a matter of fact, if you apply True Great Canadian rebates, they're gonna give you $50 cash back. So you actually earn a profit by getting this card. I'll put that Great Canadian rebates link down in the description below, so check that out if you decide to get this card. Now, if you apply for this card during promotional periods, which doesn't happen very often, I've seen the points bonus go up to 40, 50, or even 60,000 points. Now, I wouldn't hold my breath when they're gonna give you that promotional points just because, like I said, it's not very frequent that they do it. It could take a few years before they bring that back. So if you wanna get this card right now, feel free to get it. And in the future, if that promotion comes back, you can always try to apply for it at that point. Now, if you are able to get American credit cards, there is also an American version of the Best Western MasterCard. The US version is actually a lot better than the Canadian one because they give you 80,000 Best Western points after spending $3,000 within your first 3 billing cycle. And they'll give you another 40,000 Best Western points after you spend $5,000 US for every 12 billing cycles. You'll also get 10% off the rate of the room if you pay out of pocket, and you get automatic platinum status. You also get the extra added perk of early check-in and late checkout, which is handy when you are traveling. Speaking of status, the Best Western status is very random because in some countries they take it very seriously. So if you travel in Asia, they will most likely upgrade you to a very nice room. For example, when I traveled to Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur, they actually upgraded us to the presidential suite, which is the first and only time in my life I've ever stayed in a presidential suite, and this is all thanks to having that platinum status with Best Western. Now, once you have the points, it's very easy to redeem. All you have to do is go to the Best Western website, pick the city that you wanna redeem your points in, select the dates, the number of rooms that you want, the number of occupancies, whether that be adults or children. Finally, under rates, select reward points, click apply, and then from there, check for availability. Now, sometimes they don't have any availability, and one way to see if that is just a glitch in the system is to change the number of occupancies in the room to just one person. For my own personal experience, since I've used this program quite extensively around the world, that usually shows up more availability that you can choose from and make a redemption. After you made a redemption, you can simply call the hotel or send them an email and let them know that there is actually a second person that's coming to the room that will be staying with you, and that's one way for you and another person to stay for free by redeeming those Best Western points. Typically, when you stay in a Best Western property, if you have a third and fourth person that will also stay in the same room as you, oftentimes you do have to pay extra for those other people, and that's okay because the fee for the extra third and fourth person is usually not that high, and they also have to pay extra if the hotel decides to give you free breakfast. Not all Best Westerns offer free breakfast, and that's because the rules for every Best Western is different because Best Western is a franchise and every franchisee sets their own different rules, and sometimes they don't follow the rules that Best Western sets out for them. The best place to redeem those Best Western points is definitely in countries that you normally cannot redeem your Marriott points in. And for me, for example, I went to this random country in South America. Well, it's not really a country, it's an overseas territory of France called French Guiana, and that place is super expensive, and I got so lucky that they had a Best Western at the time that I stayed there, and I was able to redeem my Best Western points to stay in that hotel. I did have to pay for taxes and fees, but otherwise it was a really good stay for that one time I stayed there. Now, as I know now in today's time, that hotel is no longer part of Best Western, and I think it's because the owner was a jerk. But you can still redeem those Best Western points in far-off destinations with no major hotel chains. I know for a fact that Mongolia is a good example because they don't have any major hotel chains there, but they have a Best Western, which really comes in handy in your situation if you like to travel to far-flung destinations. The other good thing about Best Western is they do have an interactive map on their website where you can see which countries around the world they service. And I'm pretty surprised at the number of countries they do have coverage in. And in the future travels that I will personally undertake, I will definitely have to build up my Best Western points balance so that I can redeem in those random countries around the world. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. And don't forget to sign up to our Travel and Live Free newsletter where you can get a 10-step cheat sheet on how to travel around the world. You'll also get the latest tips and strategies on how to save money on travel for Canadians, how to go on around the world adventure travel for Canadians, and how to use travel to get more freedom in your life as a Canadian. You can sign up for that newsletter in the description below. Until next time, I'll see you then.